Distinct beats.
Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm wearing a coat. Sorry for the delay in the videos, but things happen, life happens, corona happened, everything just happened. So I am getting back to it. I have been working. I did want to let you guys know that I've been doing a lot of work, so you will be seeing a few videos roll out this month. So I did want to thank you so much for your patience, and today I am going to be building 2 panels to go on the back wall as an accent piece as you walk into my entryway. So if you'd like to see what I have in store, continue watching. So I am actually prepared this time. I have my safety goggles, so you guys should be proud of me. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up so I can go ahead and start cutting this wood. Hey guys, so I'm just gonna pop in. Most of the rest of the video is probably going to be a voiceover because I did a really bad job of not keeping music going. I was not in the zone and in the zone. I guess I was in the zone, I guess. But so I'm gonna do a voiceover in this video so that you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'm just gonna start by saying I had all my materials together this time, so you'll see that. Of course, you know how your girl do. But anyway, so right now I'm just cutting pieces that I'm going to use to construct the panels that are going in the entryway. Right now the first cut is going to be the side piece. I'm going to just put that to the side, and I'm going to just continue on cutting until I completely cut all of the pieces needed in order to construct the panels. All of the pieces that you see me cutting, I already pre-measured to make sure that they were the right size. Finish the cutting process now. It's time to assemble. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if my measurements actually added up to be what they were supposed to be. Don't know, but we'll find out. And they were not. They were not at all. Yeah, okay, as you'll see in the upcoming video, I absolutely struggled trying to put this together. So I'm gonna let you hear me. The canvas, I guess you could call. That's what I'm doing. I'm creating a canvas panel, my own artwork. So for this project, I used about 10 1x1 10-foot stakes, I would call them, because they weren't really heavy pieces of wood. They're very porous, very light pieces of wood, along with 1 1/4 inch nails and a hammer. So there is definitely an easier way to do this, i.e. a nail gun, which would probably still be a little bit too powerful. Like, a staple gun would have worked perfectly for this type of project. However, I was trying to do it as inexpensive as I possibly could, so I just opted for nails and the cheapest wood I could find. Each piece of wood was $2, and I got it from Home Depot. And guys, for future reference, I do want to apologize for the terrible footage. I was not in frame a majority of this video, hence why it took me so long to edit it. It was just giving me a headache because I'm like, what was I doing? Like, I don't even think I checked the camera. Like, I couldn't have checked the camera because clearly you can't see anything that I'm doing, but I just want to show you that I did do it myself. So I'm gonna put this in the video so that you can at least see or try to see what I was trying to do. So once again, I apologize. I feel like this is about to be a whole roast video because what am I doing? I'm struggling so bad. Like, I can't get right. Like, I can't get right at all. So apparently it looks like I'm trying to put
the frame together, but I can't position myself in the correct position in order to get the amount of pressure needed to get the nail into the wood, because like I said, the wood is so light. It's like, you ever had those wooden matches? It felt like a wooden matches, a big wooden match. That's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. That's how like light the wood was. So every time I would try to hammer this big tail nail into the wood, it would just move. So as you can see now, I'm trying to get a different angle so that I can get pressure, so that I can tap the nail into the wood from a specific angle, or from this angle. I don't even think this is about to work, but we'll see. Okay, it worked. Ye of little faith. Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do next. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. You just can't. Okay, so I guess the whole structure has fallen apart due to lack of security. So let's try something else.
Distinct beats.
So at this point, I'm just finishing up the outer frame of the panel that I'm creating, and I'm going to take it downstairs to test it out, just to make sure that it fits properly. And of course, it doesn't. I didn't measure it short enough, so I have to bring it back up the stairs, and I have to cut off the end and reattach that last bottom piece there. Now that I finally got the outer shell complete, I'm inserting a piece of wood in the middle to make sure that the structure is sturdy and sound, so that I also have something to attach the fabric to. I think I got it all together now that I didn't wasted all that time on the first one. I remeasured the second pieces of wood, and I went to a more leveled area, so I didn't have to keep moving back and forth, and I would have something to be able to apply pressure to in an even way. It made it so much more easy when I created the second panel. I don't know why I didn't just do it over there to begin with. After assembling the wood panels, I went ahead and brought them inside because it was cold outside and my fingers were starting to freeze. So I brought it inside, and with the help of one of my friends, we laid out the material, and I started to measure, or try to determine how I was actually going to place the fabric on the panel, since I had two separate fabrics. After discussing it with my friend, I decided to put black at the top of the panel and black at the bottom of the panel, since the pattern that I was using was such a busy pattern. Just to break it up a little bit and to make it look a little bit more even, I decided to put it at the black at the top and the bottom. So I cut the fabric down to size, which I did not measure anything, and I cut a piece for the top and a piece for the bottom and stapled it together using just a regular stapler.
Distinct beats.
And at this point, I realized the not measuring thing was probably a really, really bad idea.
Right now it doesn't matter, but when I go to do the second one, yeah.
It's only 10 inches.
As you can tell, men clearly don't care about aesthetic and decor and measurements. I forgot to measure. I ain't forget. I don't like measuring, y'all. Let's be real. But I should have measured this. What was I thinking? I didn't measure anything. I just started cutting and eyeballed it pretty much. But we gonna have to go with it.
Distinct beats.
So as you can see, I'm just continuing to put the piece of panel fabric together using staples, and I use staples just out of pure sheer laziness. It was the easiest thing I could think of at the time. My friend brought over his big stapler so that I could staple the fabric to the wood. Since I had such soft wood, I could use a stapler, and I just thought about it. I was like, why don't I just staple the fabric together too? Because who really has time to sew? And this is actually just a temporary solution anyway. So I'm just continuing on, and now I'm just stapling the fabric to the frame that I made earlier. And just so you guys know, I actually kind of forgot to take a final photo of the panels that I made. At the end of this, I was just tired and I was ready to be done. So if you want to see the final look, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And also, while you're there, go ahead and like the video if you found this interesting or even just entertaining, because I think I'm a fool, but you know, you should think your own self is funny, guys. You should. But anyway, yeah, so you'll get to see the final look in my next video, which I'll be decorating my entryway. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.